Lita forward with Just a Feeling. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Dave. Dave, my Lita forward guy. Loving it, because you're really one of the few. I did have someone comment or message the other day about liking seeing Lita forward lessons, wanting to see more. And I'm thinking lately, because of you, there's been more Lita forward than anything. So you wanted both guitars, all guitars, and the keys. So there's not a lot of keys, but it's in there doing some layered chords, some triads and stuff, majors and minors. The keys will be at the end of this lesson. So let's jump in. The tuning is standard, and believe it or not, the acoustic kind of runs, or the clean kind of runs through the whole song, and it just fills it out. And then there are parts where the distortion comes in. So I think the majority of guitar 1 here is going to be all clean. Section 1A, 2 seconds in, it's D major and C add 9. So from the bottom up, 2, 3, 2, open, and we're just going to go D, G, B, E. 4. To C add 9, you can leave your third finger in place, go 3A and 2D. Make sure your knuckles come down at a good angle so you're not muting anything, and play A through B. 3, 4 again. It'll be 4 times, technically 3.5 times. If this was the 4th time, you'd finish at the D. Actually, no, you'd go finish at the C add 9 picking, and you'll keep going on that. Let's see, 4th time. There's no pause is all. You'll just keep playing, and you'll see that on the flip side of those double dots. So you're going to need the 3rd fret on the high E as well now. And so on your 4th time through, think of it as this. There's your D, you're doing it the same. C add 9, A through E, and then B, G, A, strum. Strum all the strings except the low E. Then section 1B, 29 seconds in. Once again, this is clean. And you're going to go back and forth. So the D major, you're going to go down. This is how I feel like the strum's going. If you're feeling it a different way, fine, as long as your techniques are landing in the right place, such as hammer-ons and stuff. So D string through the high E, down, down, up, hammer, and that hammer is pinky, 3rd fret on the high E. That makes it a D suspended, but he's in and out of there really quick. You'll go up, hammer, up, down, rest. You can move your pinky, go down, up, down, up. That strum pattern with the hammer-on technique is going to be repeated over a C major. 3rd fret A with the index, barred 5th fret on the D, G, and B. So maybe check it as an arpeggio first. Index, I'm going to mute string 6 just in case I strum it. But it's the same strum. The hammer is going to be played with the pinky hammering to the 6th fret on the B string. This is harder to do, as you can tell, just by looking at it. Down, down, up, hammer, up, down. So it's move your pinky off and down, up, down, up. You'll go... Then you go to the D section again, but you'll also see the start of some double dots. We'll talk about that in a second. So you'll go through, think of it like 1.5 times, or however you need to break it down in your mind. Instead of going to that full strum with the hammer on the C, we're just going to go like this. 3A, 5D, 5G. Pick those, and then 3 on the low E. Open D, G, B, G. It's just a G major. So you'll go Then go back to that first set of double dots. It's moderate to slow tempo, so pick directions can be down for the most part. Section 1C, 47 seconds in. Once again, clean stuff going on. This is a B minor. Standard bar position, really. It's you're going to go 2nd fret A string, barring all the strings through the high E, 4D, 4G, and 3B. Okay, and then the pick pattern's longer on this. It goes A, D, G, D, and then B, B, G, D. Together, it's go from there to the C and do just like you did last time. 3, 5, 5. To the G, same thing on the G. And then back to the D to finish this section out, but it's the strum with the hammer on to the D suspended. Oops, actually no, it'll go down, down, and then put your pinky on 3E, go down, pull off to the 2nd fret, and then come right back down. You'll go down, pull, come right back down and go down, up, down, up, down. That final down is the D major, so it's, oops, I'm missing it. Okay, section 1D, 59 seconds in, once again, clean. But what this is, it's just the same as section 1A, but check it out. When you go to the C add 9, strum the B and E string together. We weren't even playing the high E last time. And that'll go 4 times, 4th time no star. So think of it as 4.5 times. This being 1. And then here's the 4th time. And then you go to the suspended, go down, quick rest, down, pull off to the 2nd fret. And then go up, down, D to suspended. So it's, let me slow that a little slower for you. Go. So your melody is, and then suspended to the major again. So, but with the chord. Bunch of repeats there until 4 minutes and 31 seconds. It's right up at the end of the song. 2G, 3B. We're going to need the 2E and 3E. So we're going to set both those down. Go D, G, B, up, down on the G and D back up. In other words, it's quicker on that. So, and then you'll go 3, pull 2 on the E, 3B, 2G, and then 3 on the B and E. C add 9, 3A, 2D, and then open 3-3. You're done with guitar 1. So when that takes us, we get into guitar 2. And all you gotta do here, we want to shut our reverb down a bit, and we don't need any chorus on this. Chorus is usually something you apply to a clean thing that you're playing. Not that it's never used on distortion, because it is, but we're going to move to guitar 2. Now it doesn't come in with distortion until 29 seconds in. Alright, but keep in mind now we're playing stuff with layered guitars. And it's 5A, 7th fret, D and G. However you want to do the fingering on that, you can do the double bar thing. But go down, down, and then up, down, up. Or up, down, up, down. In other words. But on the last down, up, we need to string mute, so it should sound like this. I'm making it look easier than it is, but it's not easy to do, especially if you're not used to the string muting over here. And then down, up, down, up. But here it is slow. I just relieve the pressure off the strings, and sometimes it's hard to tell because it's such a little thing, but I'll drop my middle to make sure I've got some added muting going on. You don't have to drop that. If it's already muted and you like it, go for it. To a C, to a G. 3rd fret A, 5th fret D and G. Go 1, 2, 3, change. That change, just move it up to a G, so it's 3, 5, 5, E, A, D. Rest, 1, 2, 3. Do that whole section twice there, or not the whole section, but where the double dots are. That takes you right back to this. And then section 1B, 47 seconds in. 2A, 4D, just a B5 power chord. You'll go. So B to C to G. Down, 2, 3, down, 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 up, change to 3, 5. So strum, strum, change to the G chord. And then finish it with 5, 7, AD, go down, down, up. And then up, down, down. So it's that break, just come back down with my hand, just cuts the notes from ringing. And then ring the second one. Repeats at 122. Solo. Let's jump in. Minute 51 in 10G, slide to 12, and then bend. And then 10th fret on the B and E, the index. All right. And this is kind of one of the first little lead riffs I learned, that type of thing. So we're going 10th fret, I kind of bar that with the index. So then go 13B, bend, vibrato. Keep it bent, release, and then 10B. I'm actually going to zoom in for you here. So we have 13, pick, let it ring a second, and then bend. Then go 13, 13, pull to 12. But check it out. I'm going to go. I got to shift to the middle finger at some point because we're going to pull off to 12 and then 14G. It won't work if you get your fingers like that. It's just awkward. Okay, top of page 4. On the B, 12, 13, 13, bend, vibrato. A minute 56, 10B, 13E, bend. And then 13, no bend. 12, pull 10. 13B, bend, vibrato. So you have, with the rest obviously, 13, bend, hold, release. And then 10B, 13E, bend. Okay, a few more notes in here now. We're going to go 13, 13, pull to 12, 10 on the high E. And then 12, hammer 13. Bend, vibrato on the 13. Pre-bend, release. And then we're going to go 10, 15, bend. Then go 15, 13, pull 12. And then 13, hammer 15. 12, 13, E, 15, 12, B, E. Call this a 2 pattern. Just the way that the shape of the pattern moves, you know? So you have, think of it even as a 2 from here. 13, 15 B, 12 hammer 13 on the B. So you have 14, 12 GB, 12 hammer 14 G, then go 12 G, 15 D. So you have 14 hammer 15 on the D, 12 D bend, and then go 15 12 vibrato. Slide. 209 timestamp. 10 D, I'm going to use finger 3. Slide to 12, and then go 10 G 12 D, 10 12 G vibrato. Sounds like this. 12 bend release on the G, and then 10, and then we got a pinch harmonic to 12 and bend vibrato. So you have, okay, you'll see double dots, 12 G bend release and then 10th fret. Do that 4 times. The third one, pinch harmonic to 12th fret, and then 12 bend vibrato. And then the 215 timestamp. I sectioned this for a reason because it's where a second guitar comes in, and it's also a melodic part, and she ends up repeating it later. 14 D, slide 16, and then 14 G. 16 pre-bend release, and then 14. So we have 16 D, 16 G, 16 D, 14 G. 2 times, palm mute the D string. Sounds like this.